anyway, I thought, okay, it's the start of a new week. Hey, Julian Cox, good to see you. It is the start of a new week. One of my favorite days of the week, Monday. It's like a clean start, a fresh start to really achieve bigger and better things this week. Hey, Noriko, great to see you, my dear. So great to see you. Monday is just such a great day to recommit to having the best week you've had in months, right? It's a little hard to do that on Thursday because it's like, tomorrow's Friday and I haven't got anything done. Or, tomorrow's Friday and I have not achieved what I set out to achieve. Or I'm not going to hit my goals this week. So Monday is like a fresh start. And I really like to jump on here and encourage you guys to think about Monday. Now, I realize Monday is over for most of us, right? I mean, it's 7:15 here in Texas. So for many of you, it's 8:15 or it's 6:15. Noriko, I think you're an hour earlier, right? So guys, type into the chat what time it is where you are. I'm just curious. And if you know your time zone, just type in, 6:15 Eastern time or 8:15 Eastern time or whatever. Type into the chat. I'm just curious what time it is. But I realize it's over for most of us Monday, unless you're in another country. But tomorrow is not too late to make big things happen this week. It is not. Okay, Noriko, that's right. You guys are an hour ahead of me. So thank you. So tomorrow, and let's see, somebody else just said 7:15. It's not too late for tomorrow for you to hit the ground running and have the most prosperous week you've had in a long time and to recommit to the things you need to do to get more done this week and achieve more. Hey, Angel, 7:15, where she's at. Jarrell says it's not over tonight until my plan for tomorrow is written down. I love that, Jarrell. So, Jarrell, the people who plan their day control their day. The people who don't plan their day lose control of it practically the minute it starts. So that is a great statement right there. It's not over tonight until my plan for tomorrow is written down. You know what? I don't even know how you go to sleep at night if you haven't written down a few critical things. We're going to call them VP items, right? So that would be vital priorities, a few VP items for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a list of 10 things or 15 things. That's too long anyway. 2 or 3 vital priorities you can write tonight and sleep better. Jarrell, I'd love to hear what are 1 or 2 things that are going to be on that list that you're going to write down before you lay that head on the pillow tonight. I would love to hear what are those 1 or 2 VP items, vital priority items that you're going to write down so that you can make sure tomorrow when you hit the ground running, you don't waste your day. You plan your day. You don't let your day run you. You run the day. So, I started the post off by saying, do you play small? It's Monday. What big thing will you do this week? See, most of us think in terms of small things. Most of us think like, I got to get payroll done and I need to run to the bank and, I need to buy supplies. And, we do a lot of small things. They're all important. They have to be done. But what big thing are you planning to do this week? What important thing that's going to actually make a difference in your business in terms of growth, stabilizing your workforce, increasing revenue or improving profitability or reducing your stress or improving the chaos? What big thing are you going to do this week? Noriko says, don't be that cork floating in the ocean, allowing your day to run you. It's exhausting. That is so true, Noriko. So what a perfect visual right there. So I'm going to pop it up here, even though it's not showing your name on my StreamYard. Don't be that cork floating in the ocean, allowing your day to run you. It's exhausting. You know what? I would rather go home tired from owning and planning my day than go home tired because I spent the whole day chasing and putting out fires. I mean, it's like, choose your tired, people. We're all going to bed tired. Choose your tired. Are you going to spend it frustrated and exhausted because you just floated around and bounced around like a cork in a bottle? Or are you going to go to bed tired and exhausted because you were productive, because you moved the needle forward, because you achieved something big today? So Jarrell says, number one, calling applicants who put in applications after business hours. Number two, evaluating Yancey Red social media marketing proposal. So it must be a specific company she's thinking about working with. So she knows tomorrow she has to evaluate their marketing proposal and she has to call back applicants. Now, see, if it wasn't on her list, then the day might take over with a crisis. Somebody calls in sick, some customer is furious and is demanding immediate action, right? And then all of a sudden she's reacting to the day instead of planning the day. So that's fantastic, Jarrell. Thank you. Hey, Eric. So great to see my favorite buddy out there. Great to see Eric is in the house. And so what big thing are you going to do this week that's going to move your business forward? What are you going to do to ensure that you reach as many goals as you possibly can between now and the end of the year? You know, December 31st is going to hit us like a ton of bricks here. It's going to be just like that. I just put my Christmas tree up this past week. In fact, I need to get my camera out tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow, but I need to get my camera out tomorrow and go live and just show you guys all my Christmas decorations. I'm a little bit of a nut when it comes to decorating. I love to have my beautiful tree going. And you can actually see I have a little, let's see if you can see him. Can you see I have a little elf riding on the buffalo behind me? Oh, I went the wrong direction. Let's see here. Can you see my little elf riding on the buffalo? Oh, goodness. So I'm a little bit of a crazy person when it comes to decorating. I love it. So my friend came over on Saturday and we spent several hours putting up the tree, hanging my lighted wreath on my front door, getting my dining room table all decked out. That's always fun. Decorating the hearth. And it was just fun. It just really gets me in the festive mood. And then Sunday, I went and bought this bedazzled sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt with gems. So I had to have something red and fun, but comfy since I work from home. And so back to you. This isn't about me. So back to you. Mondays are such a powerful day to kick off the week with a plan. And if you don't have a plan in hand, I promise you your week will run you. It will literally run you. So let's see here. There's a couple more comments on one to grab. Let's see. Oh, she says, comfy bling. That's right. It is comfy. It's like, look how cute it is. It's just a sweatshirt material. And then let's see here. Shanisha Collins says, post job listings on Facebook, Indeed, and LinkedIn. Good. That's 3 great places that you can post your job listings. Phenomenal. Thank you. Who else is willing to post? What is on your plan for tomorrow? What are you going to do? What big thing or 3 big things or 2 big things are you going to get done tomorrow before you go home? Close out the lights, turn off the computer, and call it quits. What are those big things you are going to do tomorrow? So, oh, that was Noriko that said comfy bling. So I'm thinking about all the things that we've been working on. So like just today, these are some of the things that I've been working on. Here it is Monday in my consulting business, right? So I have somebody else that runs all of the day-to-day activities at my maid service. But for my consulting business, we're always planning bigger and better things for all of our members and all of our friends in the cleaning industry who want to do bigger and better things. So here's just a few of the things we have planned. And I want some feedback. I want some comments in the chat around what resonates with you that you're like, oh, that's that. I love that. Right. So I guess you'll need to tell me what you love. So if I hit on something, you're like, that's me, then just repeat it like couples, me, or whatever. But here's a few things that we're planning for this new year. First of all, Coach Jonathan, one of our CBF coaches who grew his business to over $1 million, he and his wife in a very short period of time from joining, they went from having 20 customers where Sarah was doing all the cleaning to having hundreds of customers, a full staff, and an admin team and they do well over $1 million. They've gotten their green millionaire, mop-free millionaire jacket on stage at CBF Live. Coach Jonathan is going to be rolling out in the new year a Couples Who Clean group. And we're really going to be inviting people who are in the cleaning industry who work as entrepreneur couples. We're going to be inviting you to come and meet Coach Jonathan at CBF Live. You're going to love it. He and Sarah have a great story, a great relationship, and an incredible business where they have time for their family. They have a wonderful RV and they travel all over the country. They've got these beautiful children, little kids, and they run this business together. And so there are trials and tribulation. There's pain. There's frustration. There's always the struggle of balancing the boundaries of bringing work home with you and it consuming you every minute of the day. And so we thought, what a great opportunity for Jonathan, Coach Jonathan, to connect with couples who clean. So if that resonates with you, if you're like, oh man, I'm in business with my spouse or my partner, if you're in business as a couple and you would love to meet Coach Jonathan and hear more about our Couples Who Clean group that we're launching at CBF Live, just type in couples. Just type in couples. Then I'll have some idea of who this resonates with. Oh, yeah, Beth and Walter, right? They are two entrepreneurial people. He's had, I believe, a former, is he full-time with you, Beth, or is he just your back-end support? I can't remember. Is he, I know he was in corporate. I don't know if he is still or if he's joined you in the business, but Eric and Debbie, they are Couples Who Clean. Yes. So Walter is now a part of the Beth Eldridge team and Eric and Debbie are a part of a team. So yeah, let's see here. It says Walter. Oh, Walter is full-time now with her company. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, right? It's a very interesting dynamic, especially in a traditional family. And I don't have a clue if their family is traditional or not, but my household was pretty traditional, where, men usually are used to being the financial provider. And all of a sudden the woman owns the business and the husband works for the wife or vice versa, right? That the husband owns the business and the wife is trying to work for her husband. And man, you could literally end up trying to kill each other if you don't navigate it right. So I think there is such a need for Couples Who Clean group and a community to connect at CBF Live and really talk about the experiences, the struggles, the pains, the challenges, and how you each overcome them, how you find your lane, how you maintain those boundaries. My hubby is my back end guy. Yeah. So see, he's the back end guy. She's the front of the house, right? She's the front stage. He's the backstage. That can be a completely different dynamic for some families, right? So oftentimes that requires adjustment. Doesn't mean that they did, but it's a challenge to be a couple when you're in business together. And I don't care what business it is. Right. I remember back when I was a very young child, my mom and dad owned a business together. My dad, back then they called them grease monkeys. My dad was an auto mechanic and he and my mom bought a small gas station. So gas stations were a little different than they are today. They owned a little small gas station. Back then it was called Sinclair. And then eventually it was called Texaco. I don't think either of those brands are around. But my mom told me years later, they nearly divorced. And my dad and my mom had a wonderful relationship. They nearly divorced. They wanted to kill each other. She was doing the books and managing the operations. He was fixing the cars and doing the bids on the car work and literally up under the hoods, getting his fingernails dirty. And he did that for many, many years when we were very young. And she told me later, she said, we nearly killed each other. She said, if we hadn't sold that business, we would have ended up divorced. And so it is challenging to be a couple who are in business together. And then you put on top of that a cleaning business where the drama and the estrogen is like sky high. It's a recipe for disaster if you don't navigate it well. So anyway, I'm really excited about Coach Jonathan connecting with Couples Who Clean at CBF Live. We're really going to kick that connection and that community off in April at CBF Live. If some of you are like, what is CBF Live? Somebody type in www dot for me, and you have to do that or it won't be clickable inside the link. So www.cbflive.com. If you'll type that in the link, then people can go and look and see what it is. But this year's theme is the biggest residential cleaning business training event that we will have ever had in the residential division. The biggest that's ever happened has been over 300, and that's at ARCSI during the ISSA convention. But we should have about 500 people. Our first 6 days of opening registration, we registered over 200, and we got till April. So our goal is to hit 500 people, have 500 people attend. So it'll be couples and solo owners to come to our event. It's really not for your employees, so don't register your employees. This is for you, the business owner. I share a lot of insider trade secrets that it's not appropriate for your employees to be there, but it is the biggest residential cleaning specific focused event of the year. And we expect to have 500 in Dallas, Texas, April 7th, 8th, and 9th. And I hope you're there. If you own a cleaning company, this is where you should be. And if you're like, oh, I wish I could leave my business, well, then you are the person that needs it more than anybody else in the room. If you're thinking, oh, I wish I could go, but I can't, then you are the person that this event was designed for. Are you going to find an excuse, or are you going to find a way? You have till April. Make it happen. Make it happen. If you had a heart attack in April, you'd find a way. You'd find the time to go into the hospital and have surgery, open heart surgery, so you could live. You would find a way. You would find the time. And so treat this like open heart surgery, that this is the lifeblood of your residential cleaning business to help you get to the next level. Our theme this year is 10Xing your team, how to 10X your team. Now, that doesn't mean everybody who attends, their goal is to, add 10 more people to their staff. It might simply mean 10X your results with your team, meaning you have 10X the retention, the longevity, the quality, the loyalty, the skill. Your goal might be to reduce the stress and the chaos that's prevalent amongst your team by 10X, right? Improve the pay, improve the retention. All of those things can happen if you focus intensely on how to fix those things. So cbflive.com is the place to be. Now, if you go and register tonight, hey, Amy, I see Amy Wynn Smith is in the house. It says, Debbie, now do you see my name? Yes, I can see it. I can see it. It's right here. I keep signing up with StreamYard and it doesn't seem to stick. I get there. People. So whatever you did it right, because now I can see your name, dear. So I'm really happy about that. So did you go to facebook.com/StreamYard, or do I have that backwards? Is it StreamYard.com/Facebook? But I think it's facebook.com/StreamYard. But maybe I will add 10. Woohoo. Yeah, let's do it, Amy. You can do it. You have what it takes. Thanks, Jarrell, for posting the link. So 10Xing your team. This can change your life in the most dramatic way. If you went from 3 people to 13 people in a 12-month period because you attended that event, if you went from people who turn over every 3 months to 9 months to people who begin to stay 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. And like in my own company, when I turned things around, people began to stay years and years instead of leave after months and months. So imagine what would happen to your life and your business if you could 10X the results of building a team, whatever that looks like for you. It's a little different for each and every one of us. So cbflive.com, let me give you a coupon code. And I'm not sure how much longer this will work, but you can take $250 off right now of your registration by simply using gift 250. Gift 250. That's my gift to you for you not to pay full price. Now, some people have already paid full price. They didn't have a coupon. They didn't get in during the 72-hour Black Friday special. So, hey, it's worth it if you paid 5 times that. But if you register cbflive.com, you can get in for gift 250. That's the coupon code, and that'll take $250 off the top. So anyway, at CBF Live, you'll get to meet all of our amazing coaches. They are incredible people with true proven success track record. So at CBF, we do not have coaches on our team that have tiny businesses that are telling you they can help you build a big one. I don't even believe in that. I think that's fraud. What we have are CBF coaches that started their business. It was at a very low level. They joined CBF. They followed the steps. They turned it into $1 million business that's created enough time freedom and flexibility that they can now earn an extra income coaching. How fun is that? Can you imagine how fun it is to spend part of your day just helping other cleaning business owners around the country? Do you know how fun that is? They love working with our CBF members. They love helping. Coach Libby is another one of our CBF coaches. She has been working very closely with our Latino community. So we call them our Latino Buffaloes. Our Latino Buffaloes. In fact, Coach Libby is meeting with our Latinos in the CBF community tonight. They're just doing a fun little get together on Zoom, a little meet to greet. Knowing those ladies, they're probably going to play some salsa music and have some wine or cocktails. I mean, I want to be right there, but they didn't invite me. So I got to find out what's up with that. But Coach Libby is leading our Latino community of entrepreneur Latinos that really want to build a big business and a great business. And of course, they're going to connect with Coach Libby at CBF Live. In fact, my guess is there's going to be a very chatty table or two over off in the corner with all of our amazing CBF Latinos and friends that will be at CBF Live with Coach Libby. And we've already got Alex and Vanessa who have said they'll be there teaching us salsa during the breaks. I can't wait. I can't dance worth a flip, but I sure try, and I love it. So Alex and Vanessa will be teaching us how to salsa dance. And if you don't like to salsa dance or you don't want to learn how, that's fine. Just go take your break. But during the breaks, if you come back a little early, we're going to have some little salsa lessons. It's just going to be so much fun. And then get this. So this is all the stuff we were working on today on behalf of the cleaning world, the residential cleaning world. Why? Because we want to be number one in the world. CBF, my Cleaning Business Fundamentals Coaching Program, is already the number one residential cleaning business academy in the world. I love that. That's such an important distinction to me. And the CBF members that are a part of this program, our tier 1 or tier 2 and our advanced tier 3 members, they love being a part of something bigger than themselves. They love being a part of something that provides answers and solutions and real problem solving to the challenges of owning your own business and owning a cleaning business in a post-pandemic world and a super difficult labor shortage. They love having that community, the connection, the status that comes with it. And so here's what we're launching. Okay, you're going to probably see this next week. Our goal is to get this promoted and sent out to you by the end of this week. I don't know if we can do it, but we're going to try. So get this. And I really want your feedback on this. If you love this idea, I need you to type into the chat buckets. But we are going to host a virtual 6-city What's in My Bucket tour. A 6-city What's in My Bucket tour. What does that mean? 6 of our CBF coaches are going to go live from their office at noon each day, Central Time, so 1 p.m. Eastern, for 6 straight days, and show you what they carry in their cleaning caddy, what's in their bucket. Because we're all different, right? At Buckets and Bows Maid Service, we have this big bucket. You know, it's probably about this wide, and it's filled with all the things that I've been putting in that bucket for years. It's very strategic. There are things that are not in that bucket that could be. It's like, nope, we don't have time for gadgets. It's these things. So I'll be sharing what's in the Buckets and Bows Maid Service caddy. Coach Jonathan will be sharing what is in the Clean Force caddy. And of course, Coach Libby, as organized as she is with sweeps by Organize It. She'll be showing you what's in her caddy. It'll probably put us all to shame. All of our coaches that are available during this 6-city, 6-bucket tour are going to be going live at noon each day from their headquarters, showing you what's in their bucket. Now, we are going to charge a tiny registration for this because we know those who pay attention, and those who don't even show up, right? So who said that? Joined CBF. Who was that? Because it's not showing your name. Let's see if I can, my comments aren't showing up on my phone. I don't really get that. Why on earth does that happen? It's like all of a sudden they stopped and they said, let's see, is there a way to refresh? Let's see here. Yeah, my phone stopped showing me the comments. So you're going to have to type your name. Who is it that said joined CBF? Because they stopped showing up on my phone, and that's where I could see everybody's names. But okay, so Beatrice likes the idea of the 6-city tour, the 6-bucket tour. Katerina is in the house. Who said joined CBF? It must be a brand new member. It's just not showing me your face. I want to see those caddies, whoever that is. Great. So won't that be fun? And you're going to get to hear from each coach as to why they hand selected what tool and what items are in their bucket. And it's just going to be a wealth of information. You're going to learn about some new things that maybe you had no idea existed, or you're like, oh, I don't even know why I still have that in my bucket. It's such a waste of money. Or things that you're thinking, ooh, I need to add that. So we think that'll be a lot of fun. So I think it's going to be like a $19 registration to be in on the 6-city, 6-bucket tour, like a $19 registration. So you got to join that. You just watch for the link. And if that resonates with you, then just type in 19. That'll let me know you're like, yeah, $19, no problem. Shoot, you waste more than $19 at Starbucks in a month. Welcome, Kimberly Nessett to CBF. Oh my goodness, that is just such an exciting announcement. So is that you, Kimberly, that's saying that? Okay, Erica Turner, 19. Amy says 19. The other Facebook user says 19. Sarah Francis says 19. Okay, I think everybody's saying, yep, that's well worth it. And cool. Then we're definitely going to be doing that. So watch for those announcements. But I think that might have been Kim and Joe Nessett that posted that they joined CBF today. And that is the coolest announcement I think I can make in a long time. Coolest announcement I think I can make in a long time. So let me tell you why. These two little powerhouse people live down in Miami, Florida, where I was born and raised. And Kim, I call her Kimmy affectionately, but as an adult, I know she doesn't go by that name, but I can't seem to break the habit. But Kim is my cousin, and I just adore her to pieces. And of course, Joe is my cousin by choice because he married our Kimmy. And we just love her so much. And her father is an incredible entrepreneur. He and his wife, Kathy, he's my first cousin, obviously, so she's my second cousin. Her father is an incredible entrepreneur, has worked really hard his whole life, and he's a very, very successful entrepreneur. And Joe is, of course, a success in his own right. And Kim has always been very entrepreneur. I've watched her over the years do different entrepreneurial ventures. So it's just so cool to hear the progress they've made since launching their cleaning business a year ago. Unbelievable progress. And they saved up their money and they joined CBF. And it's like, you know what? You can make excuses or you can find a way, people. You can make excuses, you can find a way. I have no doubt that Kim and Joe will be standing on my stage getting their mop-free millionaire green jacket. I have no doubt, because they already have what it takes. They only need the steps. So let's see here. Somebody just posted. Erica Turner says, you will love CBF. I love it. And I know you will love it too. Thank you, Erica, for saying that. And I see Coach Jeannie is in the house. Coach Jeannie has just welcomed Kim and Joe to the CBF family. We are so honored to have them. And I'll tell you, you will love them. When you meet them, hopefully both of them can attend. I don't know if they'll both be able to come or not, but I'm sure one of them will be at CBF Live in April. When you meet them, you will instantly feel like you've known them your whole life. Joe's the kind of person that makes you feel like family if he just met you. Kim is the kind of person that you just feel like, can I sit down and have a cup of coffee with you, a glass of wine with you? They will feel instantly like your best friends. And you know what? I think that's part of a family trait in my family because my sister is the same way. Her and Glenn, same way. People meet them and they're like, you're already my best friend. And so you will absolutely love them and welcome Kim and Joe. Thank you so much, Coach Jeannie, for welcoming Kim and Joe. We're so happy they're a part of the CBF family. And of course, I'm honored. Do you guys realize that because of the success of Buckets and Bows Maid Service and the fact that I was able to build a hands-free, self-running, multi-million-dollar cleaning company, that I was able to launch a coaching business and offer this training to my own family members. So my own mother started a cleaning business when she turned 65, and she was technically my first coaching client because I wasn't coaching back then. But she's like, I want to build a business like you. Show me everything you know. So my mom started a cleaning business at age 65. And then a few years later, my brother saw the success that my mother was having with her cleaning company after having nothing but corporate experience, no entrepreneurial experience. And he had been a struggling entrepreneur for years. My brother said, well, I want to start a cleaning business too. So he launched a cleaning business right there in Georgia, this is where they all live. And then just a few years ago, Lisa and Glenn, my sister, came to me and said, we want to start a cleaning business. She had retired from corporate America as well. And she's like, we're not ready to hang it all up. We want to have some fun, make some extra money, not work too hard, but really build something great. And doggone it, if those two aren't well over $500,000 in like 4 years, never cleaned past the second month. Why? Because they followed the CBF formula. They had to invest in it just like everybody else. There are no freebies in this world. Those who pay attention. And so Glenn and Lisa, my own sister, signed up. So there is 3 right there. My mom, my brother, my sister, and then my sweet little third cousin from Louisiana who had met one time when I hired her to work my CBF retreat event in Louisiana when we were there in New Orleans for our private retreat. We hired my little third cousin that I had never met in person to come and work the event and help us out because she lived there. She got so inspired at that event. She went back, saved up her money, joined CBF, and quit her 25-year teaching job. And her and Wally now own a cleaning business. So there's my mom, there's my brother, there's my sister, there's my sweet third cousin, Sarah, the daughter of Billy, one of my sweetest cousins, a Vietnam War vet, a hero in my eyes. And now my sweet second cousin, Kim. They all saw the potential. They all saw the incredible opportunity the cleaning industry can create if you do it right. But it's just like anything else in life. If you do it wrong, it's going to be a disaster. Just because the cleaning industry is a phenomenal industry doesn't mean you'll ever make a dime at it. Doesn't mean you'll ever build anything great. That's not guaranteed. You have to do the right things for the business formula to work. And you're not going to guess your way to extreme success. You can guess your way to average or mediocre success. That's why 93% of all cleaning companies have average to mediocre success and would reveal, when they were being honest, that they have never reached their full potential or the goals they had for their business. 93%. But hey, it's no different. The entrepreneurial world has a 95% failure rate after 5 years. So why do we think we're any different? Oh, well, I'm going to guess my way to the promised land. Good luck with that. I didn't guess my way to the promised land. I had to pay somebody to show me the way. But you know what? Going to CBF Live, joining CBF, it is like purchasing the shortcut. It's like purchasing the winning lottery ticket. Right? You can spend your whole life buying lottery tickets every single week at the 7-Eleven and lose every time. Or you could purchase the winning lottery ticket and go cash it in. It's your choice. Choose your heart. You can make excuse, well, I can't afford the winning lottery ticket. Okay. You can make excuses or you can find a way. There isn't a single person who's ever joined CBF that said, oh, that was easy. I could afford it. There may have been one or two, right? But most people who join CBF are pretty much on their last ditch effort. That's how it was when I finally hired a consulting firm to help my broken mess. Is I was ready to close my doors and hang it all up and just go bankrupt and be done. And that was when I said, okay, shoot, burn the boats, as Eric and Debbie Ems likes to say, burn the boats. I'm all in or I'm out. And I burned the boats and I invested in myself and I've never regretted it. I've made millions and millions of dollars by simply solving a few things, not a million things, a few things. The good news is you are already 3 feet from gold, people. You are 3 feet from gold. You're not 100 feet from gold. You're not 20 miles from gold and you spend the rest of your life digging and digging and digging to get to the gold. You're stinking 3 feet, but you don't know where to dig. You don't have the roadmap or the shovel to go dig in the right spot to tap into the gold. And we know the way. And we've been showing people the way for over a dozen years. I've been coaching for over 15 years. I'm the only coach out there that has a 100% hands-free, self-running, multi-million-dollar maid service where I don't even have a desk in my office. So it's not like, oh yeah, my business is self-running, but I have a desk and I go in every day and I manage people. No, I don't even have a desk at my office because my business is literally, truly 100% hands-free, self-running. If you want to achieve the best, then choose to learn from the best. If you want to save yourself money and take the long way around, then look for the biggest bargain out there and good luck with that. So, CBF isn't cheap, but nothing worthwhile is. Show me something that's worthwhile that's cheap, right? There's a reason why a Mercedes costs triple, a Toyota Camry costs. I mean, I don't even know what people drive nowadays, right? I've been driving Mercedes and BMWs for so many years. I don't even remember. I don't even know what's popular, but there's a reason why one car is a lot more expensive than another car. And it's not because, somebody talked people into spending money foolishly. It is because the quality is there. The leather seats and the heated seats and the drive performance and all the things that are important to people who are into cars. I'm not really into cars, but there's a reason why people pay more for things in life because there is a difference. You want a bargain or do you want your life to be transformed? Do you want to achieve all of your goals and all of your dreams that you set out to achieve when you started this business, quit your old job or whatever got you into the cleaning industry? So we've got Coach Jonathan launching Couples Who Clean. You'll get to meet him at CBF Live and hear more about Couples Who Clean. You have Coach Jeannie, who is going to be working very closely with our startups over the next 12 months. So Coach Jeannie, especially if you feel like you're in the startup phase, you're in that first year or 2 years of business, you have not really progressed at the pace and the level you feel you should have, or you're still thinking about starting a cleaning business, you need to meet Coach Jeannie at CBF Live. She will change your life. And then we've got Coach Libby, who's working with our CBF Latino Buffaloes, and all of our other coaches have very specific categories that they really own and they help people with. I know Coach Jamie is incredible when it comes to building the training program in your office. And they just, Coach Derek, he really works with those high-level businesses. So here's another thing we're launching with Coach Derek and myself. We're going to be launching the $1 Million Club. Now, I've never really offered this before. Our CBF Advanced Pros, you can get in at $500,000 and above. So like Beth Eldridge and Walter, they'll be in our $1 Million Club next year. I got a phone call today from Stacy Blank. Many of you guys know Stacy Blank. If you know Stacy, just type in blank into the chat. But Stacy Blank called me on my cell phone today because CBF members have my cell phone. And she was surprised she reached me, but I answered. I'm like, hey, Stacy. And she said, I have such great news I want to share with you. I couldn't wait. And of course, tonight is Milestone Monday. So we always post our latest excitements and achievements in our private Facebook group to share with our community. But she couldn't wait for Milestone Monday just to post. So she had to call me and say a dream she's always had was for her husband to be able to retire as a machinist at his company and join her full time in her company. So Beth, you're in good company. Her husband's going to be working for her. So he was just able to retire. She said they will be getting their green jacket next year. They will have hit the $1 million mark. And I remember when Stacy joined and the struggles she was going through and the growth path that she should have already had and hadn't achieved yet. And just to see her growth in such a short period of time and to watch her so excited that her husband finally gets to leave a job he's been wanting to leave and join her in the business. How incredible is that? How incredible is that? To be able to build your future together side by side. Now, some of us would kill our spouse if we did that. So I know my boundaries. But others, like Stacy Weiland, she also retired her husband and he joined her company. And they bought their dream house on their dream property years before they ever thought they could afford it because they joined CBF. And of course, she's been in CBF Pro and just so many incredible stories. And I hope Stacy Blank posted that on our Facebook group tonight under the Milestone Mondays because I encouraged her to do it. But I love taking that call. I love taking that call. I know I'm going to get the phone call from Joe and Kimmy next year that says, you're not going to believe the revenue numbers we just hit. I know I will. When my sister called and said, you're not going to believe what number we're hitting. My sister has already bought out one of her local competitors, her and Glenn. It's like they just keep crushing it. And of course, with the help of Coach Derek, our resident expert on my coaching team that knows all things about buying and selling cleaning businesses, acquiring struggling cleaning businesses on a fraction of the cost, right? Pennies on the dollar, acquiring those companies or selling your business if you're ready to throw in the towel because you're just fed up and can't make it work. He can help you. But Coach Derek is going to be helping me launch the $1 Million Club, $1 Million Club. So guys, what do you think about that? If now, no, you won't be able to join that if your business isn't at $1 million, and you won't have to be a solo cleaning model because once your business is at $1 million, I don't really care what model you follow. It's just all those other broken businesses. We teach the solo model. But Katerina says, is CBF for solo cleaners who are tired of cleaning and plan to build the real business? Absolutely. Katerina Alpa, that's exactly what CBF was created for, is for the business owner who has been stuck in the field but knows they were made for more. And when I say made, I say MAID, right? It is for the business owner who is either stuck in the field or they want to make sure they don't ever have to go back in the field, or they have been stuck and they haven't built an empire. So it's absolutely for the person who is ready to take their business to the next level. They don't want to be the one out helping the team. They don't want to be the one out inspecting the houses and helping on the cleanings. They want to be the one hiring the next employee, getting them out in the field, taking on the next 10 customers. And so that's building an empire instead of cleaning the accounts. And that's exactly what CBF is all about. Now, the investment is significant. Don't waste my time. Don't waste yours if you're not ready to spend a few $1,000s. But we have an aggressive, over the top, generously parsed out payment plan for people who are serious and really want it. But if you're not willing to invest a few $1,000s in yourself, it's like people will throw money away on a college degree and never make more than 50 grand a year for the rest of their life. But they'll balk at something that falls under $10,000 to train you how to build $1 million cleaning company. I don't really get that. I don't have a lot of patience for that. So for people who are willing to invest a few $1,000s, are willing to at least put $1,900 down and start making some payments, we will help you get into CBF immediately. And I'll even throw in a free pass to CBF Live if you join before CBF Live. So, and trust me, it won't be cheaper at CBF Live. So some people are like, well, I'll wait and join at CBF Live because maybe she'll cut a deal. No, it'll never be cheaper. It'll only go up. In fact, I am going up January 1st. I finally made the decision. It's been a while since I've gone up. It's been over a year. And the cost of CBF to join the program is going up January 1. So I haven't really made an announcement about that, but just be warned, guys. So how about for single moms? There are lots of single mom entrepreneurs that are crushing this in this space. It's hard to be a single mom. It's hard to run your own business and be the mommy and the daddy, right? But it is the best path to creating your future. But again, it's investing in yourself is hard for everybody, whether you're a single mom or you're the dad who's got 3 kids and a wife you're feeding, right? It's always hard to invest in yourself. So whether you're a single mom or you have some back end family support, it's always a struggle to invest in yourself. But the minute you decide to do it and you begin to take action and follow through and you join this community of people that are going to hold your hand and hold you accountable and teach you the steps and give you the tools, the documents, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of documents that you don't have the money to go pay an attorney to create for you, are all included in my program. Step-by-step formula that if you follow to a T, you can build a 6-figure income for yourself within a matter of a few short years. We say 3 to 5 years to get to $1 million. And many CBF members proved me wrong and did it faster. Proved me wrong and did it faster. I love it when they prove me wrong and achieve their goals faster. I have no problem with that. So what are those things that you're going to be doing tomorrow that are going to create your future? What big thing are you going to do this week that's going to move you closer to your goals? What are those big things that you're going to do? Today is Monday, it's gone, but tomorrow is the rest of the week. What are you going to do? I had already a few people say what they're going to do. I would love to hear before we wrap this up. You've kind of heard some of the fun things that we're doing. Couples Who Clean, the Latino cleaning business Buffaloes, Jeannie's startup group, Coach Jeannie's startup group, all of those different cohorts that we're going to be launching at CBF Live. If you're coming to CBF Live, we want to meet you. We want to find out what resonates more closely with you. We want you to be on our 6-city, 6-bucket tour next week. Hopefully some of you will qualify to be in my $1 million club starting next year sometime. But what big thing are you going to do this next week? I want to hear from you right now. Will you hit your goals in 2021? Because a year ago, you felt like, oh, I got all year to recover from the pandemic and grow back to where I was. Will you hit your goals by the end of this month? Here it is, December 6th. Will you hit your goals for 2021? Most of us did not hit our goals for 2020. I can tell you that much right now. My goal for 2020 at Buckets and Bows Maid Service was to hit a $2 million mark, and it was supposed to be an easy goal for us. It was actually kind of a low goal, and we were going to hit that in 2020. We did not. We had to recover from the pandemic. We lost over $100,000 that we were not able to recover by the end of that year. We ended last year, 2020, at 1.9. Our goal was 2 million. But this year, we've already passed that up. This year, our run rate is well over. It was 2.4 million, but I think it's now 2.5 million. I'll know tomorrow when I go into my meeting. But we're already at 2.5 million run rate. Look how far we've come in 2021, and the year is not over. The year is not over. We get almost 3 weeks left. So will you hit your goals for 2021? And if you don't, what are you going to do different next year to make sure next year isn't another year where you don't reach your goals? What are you going to do different? You're going to do the same thing again next year, saying to yourself, I'll just figure it out on my own. I'll figure it out on my own. I'll figure it out on my own. And how many years have you been saying that? Come to CBF Live and let us spend 3 full days pouring into you on how to 10X your team. If you do nothing else, if you don't join CBF, you just come and let us change your life around 10Xing your team. Trust me, the average cleaner in CBF, now get this, this is not a universal concept with other cleaning companies, from franchises to any other independent that I've ever talked to. But the average cleaning company in CBF, one solo cleaner generates, are you ready? $50,000 to $60,000 a year in revenue. And some of our CBF members, like Coach Libby, have employees on staff that are generating over $90,000 in annual revenue. Who's going to show you how to do that? That's not going to happen by luck, and you're sure not going to guess your way there. We have a formula. We will show you the way. How would your life change if all of your employees were generating 50, 60, 70, 80 grand a year? How would your life change? Well, you sure wouldn't be cleaning. I can tell you that much right now. Do the math. 5 employees, 10 employees. What is the math? It's an incredible opportunity if you take advantage. There's no better time in the history of business since I've been in business, which is 4 decades. There's been no better time to be in the cleaning industry. I wouldn't trade this industry for any other. You're like, oh, I wish I was in the tech industry. Not me, right? Oh, I wish I was in the online industry. Not me. There's never been a better time to be in any business than now to be in the cleaning industry. This has got to be one of the greatest industries of all time. And I only see it going up. I never see it going backwards. I never see it going down. I never see it going in decline. Robots aren't cleaning houses. There may be robots cleaning floors, but they aren't cleaning toilets and bathtubs and dusting tables and pictures and making beds, right? Robots aren't replacing us, not for a long time. So what's it going to take for you to reach your goal by the end of this year? What's it going to take for next year to be different if you're disappointed with how this year turned out? What's it going to take? Our CBF members that have come through that first year program, many of them go on to join our momentum group. Why do they do that? Because like Coach Jeannie has shared before on some of our training calls, your first year is really about getting all the foundations right. The first year in CBF is what we call the essentials year. I don't care if you're already at $500,000 or if you're already at $1 million. If you don't get some of the essentials right, it's costing you tens of thousands of dollars every month or at a minimum every year. So the first year is to get all the essentials. That's the essentials year. But the second year is equally powerful in CBF. And here's why. This is the year of momentum. You know how hard it is to get the flywheel to turn, like Jim Collins' Good to Great book, how hard it is to get the flywheel to turn. But boy, once you get that wheel turning, it just spins and spins and spins and spins. Well, year 2 and year 3 and on is momentum. It's like, you know what? I got all the basics fixed. I got the fundamentals right. I fixed the essentials in my business. I no longer have rampant employee turnover. I no longer hire 2, lose 2, hire 1, lose 1, hire 3, lose 3, right? I don't have that anymore. Now it's hire 3, hire 2 more. Now I have 5, hire 2 more. Now I have 7, hire 2 more. Now I have 9, right? So that first year is about fixing the essentials, but the second year and on is about building momentum. And so Coach Jeannie shares how her first year, she did a lot of fixing. She didn't do a ton of growing, but her second year, everything clicked. The money started flowing. The employees started sticking. The customers started paying more. The money began to build up into her account. The job applicants began to show up and get hired and stick around. And so her second and third year in CBF is when the momentum really kicked in. And here this past year, despite being closed several weeks during the pandemic, Coach Jeannie got her Mopfree Millionaire green jacket on the stage at CBF Live. Now, how is that possible when just 2.5 years ago, she was still out cleaning some of the time, trying to control the mad chaos and the financial deficit of her business? How is that possible? Because she learned the right steps to success and she followed them. And in year 2, she took off like a rocket despite the pandemic. When everybody else is using the pandemic for why they're failing, when everybody else is using the pandemic for why they went backwards and are still backwards, you have people like Coach Jeannie and Coach Molly who got their Mopfree Millionaire jackets right in the middle of recovering from the pandemic at last year's CBF Live. And I can't wait to award more green jackets this year. It's going to be so fun. Amy says, oh my, that didn't read right. 18,000 a month. I'm not that bad. Okay. So Amy must have typed something she didn't mean. Anyway, I didn't see it, Amy. I missed it anyway. So I've admitted I need help to bust things wide open going from 2,000. She meant 20,000 a month to 18 since joining CBF. So anyway, Amy is one of those people that has, I think she's harder on herself than she needs to be, but she's one of those people that have made incredible progress. Because I remember when Amy joined CBF and she had been cleaning forever. I mean, forever. She's like, I am so over this. And I was like, you done yet? Let's get you out of the field. And so she's had phenomenal progress. But of course, most of us that are driven, we tend to focus on where we're not instead of where we've achieved, but she has achieved great things. So we're all incredibly proud of you, Amy. And I know you're proud of what you've achieved as well, but you're hard on yourself, just like all of us tend to be. So CBF Live use uh, gift 250 so that you can save $250. Now, here's a little secret. Once you register, you're going to be receiving your own ambassador registration link to share with other people. Now, please don't use this link and start spamming everybody, because we've had a few people maybe over post those links, and I don't want other groups kicking you out or yelling at me, but use it delicately and strategically. Find somebody that you know deserves to save $100 and go private message them your link and just tell your story. Just say, hey, I'm attending CBF Live for the very first time this year. Here's my affiliate link. If you want to come and join me and meet me, you'll save $100. But each one of you, as soon as you register, you will get your own ambassador link. And when you share it with other people, number one, they'll save $100 by using your link. But number two, you're going to be enrolled into a contest that we haven't even announced yet. We're going to wait till January to announce the contest. So the people who have had the most attendees that show up, who registered using your ambassador link, you're going to be blown away by the prizes that we're launching. You're going to absolutely love it. Plus, you're going to receive a cash refund from every CBF attendee to CBF Live that used your ambassador link. That's not going to be like huge or anything, but we're putting together a little small refund for you for each person that shows up as a result of registering under your link. So go use your link. Just don't spam people. If somebody else is going live and talking about it and asking people to use their link, don't just jump in and say, no, use my link. But so be very delicate and respectful of others, so they don't feel like you're just selling them. I mean, if they need to be there and they hear from you, your sincerity and from your heart, just private message them and say, hey, I'm going to CBF Live. I've been putting it off for years. I'm finally going. I hope you'll go too. This link will save you some money. And then send them your link. So we'll be announcing those prizes and the contest here in January. You're going to love it. So anyway, happy Monday to all of you. I never could get this crazy thing to work. I don't know. All the comments just stopped working on my phone, but I am seeing them on my StreamYard. So it is just the wonkiest, crazy thing. Okay, Amy is still clarifying. No, 2,000 a month. That was right. 30 years now, and I'm at 18,000 a month. Oh my gosh, isn't that incredible? Yeah, that's pretty freaking crazy. That's awesome, Amy. I'm so proud of you, dear. And Amy is just one of those positive, powerful people you want to be around. I mean, she always has very wise things to say. She always shares good comments and advice, but she's just a very positive person. And we just love her so much. She's always inspiring and encouraging other people. So, what big things are you going to do in 2022 if you didn't get them done in 2021? And what are you going to do different? Don't tell me, well, I'm just going to try harder. Well, trying harder doesn't work. You have to try smarter. You got to stop guessing your way to success and get the steps that have already been paved for you. Get the proven path to success. Stop guessing. And the first step to investing in your brain and investing in your future and going and getting that success that you know you deserve is just sign up and register, save yourself $250 and come to CBF Live. Find out what we're all about and then decide if we're the real deal, if you really want to be a part of this community. So cbflive.com, use coupon code GIFT250 to save yourself $250. Once you register, you'll get an automatic email confirmation with your own ambassador link, which when you start sharing that and other people attend CBF Live, you'll be entered into some crazy, amazing prizes, and there will be grand prize winner for the ambassador that enrolled the most people to CBF Live. Help us fill the room. room. We want 500 excited cleaning business entrepreneurs in that room. Help us. I need your help. So anyway, guys, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Go crush it on Tuesday. Plan your day now. Write a list of the things you will do tomorrow that will get done before you close business day. Write down that list of things you will do tomorrow, and then make a list of the things that you will do this week to help move you closer to achieving your goals. And I can't wait to see you guys at CBF Live. I think we're all so anxious to be able to go travel again and reconnect with human beings and be in the room with fired up entrepreneurs who love the cleaning industry and can't wait to get to the next level. And I can't wait to be in that room with you. I've already begun to write out my topic talks for our team, our 10X Your Team theme. And I was studying something today that I can't wait to share on day 3. So guys, you're going to love it. Beatrice says, thank you. So good to see you and happy Monday. All right, guys. So I'm going to let you go. I think there's a pair of pajamas in the other room with my name on it. So I think I'm going to head to the other room. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Watch for those emails and texts that invite you to the 6-city, 6-bucket tour, $19. Watch for announcements from Coach Jonathan about our couples who clean and our Latinos who clean, and go get other people involved and inspired to attend. And we will see you soon. So hope you guys have a great night. Hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. And if you're in my CBF Pros group, we'll see you Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.